Hello and welcome everyone to the 2023 team presentation of the #1 women's team in cycling, Team As They Works. And as you can see maybe already, this is Antwerp. This is the KMSK wonderful museum, really well known. Michael Kusters, why is it so well known, this wonderful museum,
well,
great building?
Many Belgian kids will actually know it as a mandatory school trip 20, 30 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
The museum has seen a massive transformation in the past 10 years. So in a way, it's a symbol of change, as is Team As He Works.
Yes, and it's all about success in cycling as well as it is in art. If you see the wonderful pictures you have over here in this wonderful museum.
It's a great collection of arts. At As He Works, we have a passion for sports, for women's cycling, as we have a passion for art. And so different people, different preferences, we support both causes. And so that's how we ended up at this beautiful Royal Museum of Fine Arts in Antwerp.
It is wonderful, and we're about to see and learn a lot about the museum and of course about the team, because it has been a wonderful season, has it? I mean, you're the #1 team, so many successes. You must be really happy.
It was a masterpiece. No jokes about that with the museum in the background, but it was a true masterpiece if you consider all the positions.
I'm not going to top that even. Masterpiece it was. Let's see a bit on that masterpiece season 2023 and all the successes the team could celebrate.
Lotte Kopecky gaat de Ronde van Vlaanderen winnen. We hebben een nieuwe winnares van de Ronde van Vlaanderen. Na Grace Verbeke 2010 wint Lotte Kopecky de Ronde van Vlaanderen.
Ongelooflijk.
Brings some extra excitement, and of course we're going to have fun out there.
Well, we're 3 in the first group. Marla, you look really strong on the gravel, so try on the next section for a good moment and attack. Pace is well, eh? Come on, going really good.
She checks around. This is the best way to win a bike race, to attack and do it solo.
Kom op, knokken.
Maybe Vollering takes advantage of this.
It was a phenomenal season for the #1 world women's team, and now I'm joined, speaking about success here in this wonderful art museum, by Kobe Verdonk, CEO of As They Works, and team manager Erwin Jansen of Team As They Works. You must be delighted standing over here as well, Kobe Verdonk. This is such a wonderful building we are in, museum we are.
Absolutely. This is if talking about success. This is really for Antwerp. This is fantastic. It's just opened the KMSK museum, so yeah, it's wonderful. It's history. It's beautiful. It's everything.
How much are you enjoying this one here in this wonderful museum, Erwin Janssen?
It's beautiful, Kobe and Michael. They told me a lot about it, and if you see it now, and then it's really fantastic.
It is fantastic, speaking about success. If we speak about that, Kobe Verdonk, what was the highlight of the season from your part?
It's difficult to pick one, but I have three. I think it's the Strade Bianche, the Ronde van Vlaanderen, and of course also the Tour de France that went for the first time for ladies. So it was fantastic season.
That was phenomenal. That's really hard to top this one. What's yours?
Yeah, I must say, I thought about it, and then I think to become again the #1 in the world as a team on the UCI World Ranking, I think that's the biggest success that we have. And of course we have some beautiful victories this year. Kobe told them already, the Strade, Flanders of course, but also the Tour with the Mountain Jersey and with the GC number 2 position.
Stage wins.
Yeah, so a lot, but I think in general to become again in 7 years the #1 in the world.
It must be hard indeed to pick just one moment in that huge successful season. Kobe Verdonk, the good news for the team is you extended your contract, right, until 2026. The obvious question is, why did you do that?
Well, we want to show really continuity as well for the team, because the team is something has to work in the future as well. They have to build, they have to continue to innovate, they have to see also to attract new runners, riders that are younger, and then they have to develop and so on. So we really want to give them the time as well to do so. And yeah, normally we would like to say it's an endless contract, but yeah, the contracts are with periods.
Yes.
So we really want to make sure is that the management of the team and of course also the sportive section is really have the time is really to develop and also give really trust to the riders is that we are in here for the long term.
Yes, and then the riders, they have a good perspective for their future as well. Because what does this cooperation between As They Works and the team bring to you and your company?
Well, first, it's fantastic, and since we started in 2020 and then as a main sponsor from 21 on, it has brought us a lot. It has brought us for a lot of publicity, first of all, but it gives us also a lot of identity towards our people enormously, internally. I think we have 7,000 people, we have 7,000 fans of the team, but it's also our customers and of course also the market. So it's the example of what we are. We go for success as well. We want to win, but we also are there as a team together. And I think that's really what the values are of Team As They Works.
And I know you are a bike rider yourself. How is your own bike riding doing last season? Did you have any time for that?
I had a lot of time in the summer and so on, but then over the winter I was more in the running and I did a marathon.
Well, congratulations on that. That's a huge success as well. You are a bike rider as well, Erwin Janssen. Are you still riding your bike now and then?
Yeah, sure, now and then, but it depends a little bit. But now with the weather, of course not. But still in summer, we're going to race again.
Yes. You're the manager of this team, the #1 team in the world. Now, the women's sports is really developing really rapidly, right? How hard is it to be that #1, but especially to stay #1?
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. If you look back now, we are in 7 years the 6-time #1 of the world.
Yeah.
And what you see is, of course, that there are more and more men teams coming into women's cycling. So the competition is even bigger and bigger and harder. But I think we work really hard. And I think also we are a pure women team. I think that's really typical at the top of women's cycling, that we are just a women team.
Right.
I think we manage it like a small family company with short lines, with a clear structure. And I think that typical DNA, that helps us. And I think it gives us a lot. And also next years it will give us a lot. So yeah, we are looking forward.
That's good. Last year was also a very special season, of course, with the restart of the Tour de France Femmes. You made a special documentary on your team on that. That must have been something great.
Yeah, I must say I was, when we were in Paris with the start, and then we saw what happened there. It was a really special, energetic feeling. It was really fascinating. I think the Tour de France is really a game changer in women's cycling.
It's a big thing. Yeah.
It's a really big thing, and we are now investing in women's cycling since 2011, but if you see what's happening now last year, then it's really, really, really big. And I walk before the start with Danny on the Champs-Élysées, and then we looked around and we felt, whoa, what's going on?
You get goosebumps.
Yeah, really, really. Yeah. So I think, we were a little bit proud on that time.
You must be looking forward then to the Tour de France next season as well. Is that one of the highlights you're looking forward to the most?
No, I think we start every race again, and I think that's typical for our team. We start, but we want to win every race. So the big goal is again staying on that #1 position.
Yep.
And the Tour de France is really important, of course. But let's start with the Tour of UAE and then the Nieuwsblad, and then we try to win again a lot.
You sound like a politician almost, Erwin. What will be your highlight of the season? What are you looking forward to the most, Kobe Verdonk?
I learned from Danny Stam you have to look race by race. I'm trying to look a lot further, but to be honest, I think the yellow jersey would be a very nice present.
Yes.
And I'm also looking at the World Championship in Glasgow. Would be really great as well. This to win there. That would be fantastic highlights for us.
It's going to be phenomenal, I'm sure, with such a great team you've set up this year again. Thank you so much, and best of luck, and have fun as well in this season, and enjoy your tour in this wonderful museum, because that's where we are. So talking about As They Works, let's meet this company a little bit better, a little bit closer. Let's meet As They Works.
It all's with a plan. SD Worx wants to make a difference. That's why we invest in women. We commit. We empower. Our sponsorship is not only winning races, the cycling world for the better. We give the chance to unleash their true potential. We bring people together. Team SD Worx doesn't settle for with our cycling team redefining the future. Invest in women to develop their talent and build a professional cycling career. By repeatedly pushing the Team SD Worx remains the best team in the world. We do at SD Worx as well. Through our integrated HR solutions, we support organizations and their people to their full potential. For life, for work. We spark success.
Yes, that's the main sponsor, SD Worx, and now we've moved from the museum where the art is to the library in this wonderful museum, and I'm joined now by, let's call it the new sprint train of Team SD Worx, which is absolutely a new thing maybe for the team. So I'm joined now by Lonneke Unneke. Very welcome to Elena Cecchini, the newlywed in this team. Congratulations on that. Barbara Guarici is new to the team. Lorena Wiebes, welcome to the team, the European champion, of course, and Danny Stam. You must be delighted when you see this train of sprinters all together now, are you?
Yes, of course. I think if you look back to our past, and then, yeah, we never had a real sprinter in this. And yeah, I think if you see this, then yeah, we are ready for every race what comes up.
Wow, that's something to be said already at the start of the season. But it is something new, right? I mean, you are the #1 team, but you never really had a particular sprint train or a team that will definitely could win mass sprints, or were the favorites for mass sprints. And now with Lorena, you are.
I think there are also not so many real sprinters in the women peloton, and yeah, if you can bring in something like Lorena, yeah, then it's big different. I mean, we have also riders what can be good in sprints, but really winning bunch sprints is always difficult, and it's always a challenge. And yeah, I think with this group we are ready for this challenge.
Yes, I mean, maybe it sounds like a strange question, but why did you sign Lorena? I mean, how easy was that? You're the #1 team. She won 23 times last year. I mean, everyone would like Lorena in the team, right? That was an easy fix when you talked to Koop and Erwin Jansen?
No.
They're in front of us right now, so
we even didn't speak with Koop about it before, but Yeah, I mean, how easy is it? I think it's better you ask Lorena how easy it was or not it was, and I think she also see the opportunities in our team. And,
This is interesting. This is the museum, and we're live, ladies and gentlemen. Now the speaker says the museum is going to close, but don't worry, we'll be staying here. Don't you worry about that. She's almost ready, translating it into French, and then we can pass on. Just one more time. Just wait, Danny.
We are used to waiting.
Right, so 3 languages. Now we're ready. So the museum is going to close, but we're going to stay live. Don't you worry. Come again. I mean, you contracted the best sprinter in the world, which is something new maybe for the team as well, having that sprint team. And how does that change maybe tactics as well during races?
No, I don't believe the will change so much in our team spirit. I mean, Team SD Worx is a team that want to race and want to make hard races, and I think, yeah, we have an extra weapon. Of course, there are a lot of races, you know before it's going to be a bench sprint, and that makes it a little bit easier. But I think in the different races, when it's really hard, then we just have an extra weapon.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that is not changing our tactics so much. It's just make life a little bit easier.
That's good. How are you feeling, Lorena? Welcome to the team. How does that feel in this new team, a new kit, new people around you?
Yeah, it feels really good. I already feel home in this team, and I'm really looking forward to the season with a lot of strong riders in the team.
Yes, indeed. And you are a strong rider, of course, maybe the main rider when it comes to sprints. How was training camp? I mean, you just came back yesterday from training camp. How was that?
Yeah, we did some good trainings, also hard trainings. And yeah, it's different than the other training camps I'm used to. But
in what way? And then now I'm interested. In what way?
Yeah, the pace is just high. And yeah, you feel everybody is getting ready for the season. And yeah, everyone is strong. And yeah, for me, it was anyway a good training camp, and we had also fun on and off the bike, and that's the most important also.
Yeah. Well, one of the most important things of this team is, during the past few years, they always said it is like a little bit like a family, and people really want to work together and get along together, which is really important, which is maybe key to success. Would you agree? Do you feel already the same, being part of this SD Worx family?
Yeah, I feel already part of it, and that was when we went to the USA. I felt directly welcome in the team, and for me that is also really important to have that family spirit in the team.
It is for you important to have that great spirit, because you have great riders here next to you. You will be combined probably in that particular sprint train. Barbara Guarigi, welcome to the team. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel super good. I mean, I'm very happy to be in the team, and yeah, of course, as Lorena say, I think that we start in a very good way in US with Specialized and with the camping was really fun, and actually this was the key to then come back in Europe and then start with a very strong group.
Because how important is that for you then, maybe, to join a team? I mean, it's the number one team. I think that will be special just to ride in that team, but especially when the vibe, the atmosphere should be good. Is that important for you as an athlete?
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite old in cycling, and then...
Are you quite old? Did you say that?
Yeah.
All right.
And
then we have to move back a little bit now. Yes.
And for all my experience, then when you have the fun, the strength, I mean the power in the team, then it gives you also the strength in the legs. So
right.
Much more you are happy, much more you perform well.
That's good. So if you're happy, then you perform better. Now, Elena is obviously a friend of you, right?
Yeah.
So that's nice. I see you smiling already. What did she tell you before you signed with the team about this team?
Well, actually, happened everything by chance, because I decided to break my contract last year, and because I was not happy So then I met Elena in a training camp in Livigno. We were together with also with Chantal, and then we were talking. And then I say, yeah, I broke contract, but yeah, I will find my way.
Yeah.
And then she say, yeah, then why you don't call Danny? And I say, yeah, it's not possible. So then.
And it was possible.
Yeah, everything is possible. Eh?
I mean, that's a great lesson. Everything is possible. So people just call Danny, and maybe you're in the team next year. I mean, that's all possible.
Yeah,
right
and then actually in 10 days, 2 weeks, we made a contract, and then I knew about Lorena, and then yeah, every pieces came together.
That's great.
Yeah.
How happy are you that Barbara is with the team right now, then, Elena? Because you're one of the key factors to tell her, join us.
Yeah, I'm really happy. I love the Italian vibes. I think it's important for the team spirit to have a bit some riders like us. But yeah, I'm really happy that Barbara made this choice, because she says she's old, but I think she has a lot to give to this world, and especially I think she's a very good combination, of course, with the sprinters that we have. Having Lorena in the team is really a relief for every one of us, because last year we found each other in some situation in the races where we didn't want a sprint, but it was a sprint. So we needed to make it happen somehow. And for sure now having the best sprinter in the world, and I say this because I know that Lorena can keep the pressure, and yeah, it's really motivating for everyone. And I really loved to see also now in the training camp how really everyone loves what we do. I mean, we all wake up in the morning and we ride our bikes every day faster and faster, and we push each other. And I think loving what you do is the key, and is the key of this team.
That's great. Yeah. Now, normally I would say, what is maybe the greatest moment of last year, or your highlight of the season? I would say maybe some bike ride, but for you, it was something different, right? I mean, congratulations on your marriage.
Thank you.
You're still happy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
I'm glad.
It was a nice day. It was a nice day. But yeah, as a rider, you know, it's funny because we talked this morning a bit also about our goals for this year, and we always think about what we didn't win and not about what we won, but it's also what makes you better.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And what did you win?
As a team.
A nice husband?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. This I won already 10 years ago. It was a hard effort also.
Yeah, it's a hard effort to keep what I won as well, right?
So yeah, no, we hope 2023 is a good year for us.
I'm sure it will be a good year. Danny, now that Chantal van der Broek-Blaak, of course, is pregnant and she's not riding, is Elena maybe the next Chantal in a way that she can coach the young talents? I mean, is she assisting you riding on the bike?
I mean, a next Chantal is not. Yeah, it's not.
There is no next
possible.
Chantal, of course. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Elena is a girl what knows a lot what's going in the team. She have a lot of experience, and yeah, I was also happy that Barbara calls me, and the advice from Elena that helps a lot. I mean, they bike with each other and they know what they can do, and it's always nice. Yeah, when things work out, and yeah, if I don't know something, then I ask Elena, "Can you help me out?" And
that's great.
Yeah, that works pretty well.
That's great. That's fantastic. What would be your advice then maybe to Lonneke? Lonneke is, of course, a very talented Dutch rider. What would your advice be?
Yeah, if I think back when I had the age of Lonneke, then I was in a super small team and I didn't know anything about cycling yet. So she has also the not only the luck, also she deserves to be in this team. And I think she's not happy about her season last year, but she still won some races, and I think she needs to be confident in herself, work hard, and don't let her thrown down from a bad season, because she still has her career in front. So just keep on working and benefit from having Lorena in the team, because she can win more races now also.
That is super nice, and I couldn't agree more, Lonneke, because when we talked earlier, you said, okay, let's keep the part when we're going to look back on my season really short, please. And I thought, why, Lonneke? Because she also won races, and it goes like ups and downs, and this is what talents are like, right? This is the talent life. But for you, it's hard to acknowledge that, maybe.
No, not really hard to acknowledge, but yeah, I had a tough year last year, and yeah, for me, yeah, it's not that a year like that is for nothing.
Yes, they're going to close in a few minutes. Now wait, Lonneke, we're going to have French and English in a minute.
Yeah, we have a night at the museum.
We're almost out.
Dear visitor, the museum will close its doors at 5 p.m. Please take this into account and make your way to the exit in time. Thank you.
Indeed, thank you very much. This is really funny because you can rehearse for everything, but not this, obviously. Okay, Lonneke, just get back to us on how do you deal with the ups and downs that maybe just belong to the start of a good career?
Yeah, it was the year before was really good, and then this year, or the last year, was a tough year for me. And yeah, as you said, like growing to the top, it's not one straight line; it goes with ups and downs. And yeah, that's why I also think a year like this, it's not for nothing because I learned a lot, and also, yeah, I got a lot of confidence and help from the team, and also to start again this winter with training, and. Yeah, that also gives me the motivation to have a good season this year.
Yes, and this will start really soon, all right, your season? It will start at UAE?
Yeah, correct.
With this sprint team here?
Apart from Elena, I think we're going, yes.
Right, and how does that feel for you, just also riding for Lorena?
Yeah, I really like it. I know Lorena already for a long time, since juniors. And yeah, it's nice to be in a team together now. And yeah, for me, when it's a sprint, then I prefer to do a lead out for Lorena and race for the win than sprint for myself and maybe get second or third behind Lorena.
Yeah,
so,
and maybe your time will come after that and you can learn maybe from a sprinter like Lorena.
Yeah, apart from that, as Danny said before, we always like to race aggressively. So yeah, I think everyone in the team will get their opportunities.
Yes. Lorena, what's your highlight of next season? What are the big goals of next season for you?
First starting with the UAE tour. We will aim for the wins there. And I'm really looking forward to work with the sprint train there and fine-tune it for the rest of the season. And yeah, I just want to become a stronger rider. I want to see my development this year.
Even stronger? You already won 23 times. Are you crazy?
Yeah, but I always see what I can do better.
That's really good. But have you highlighted a few things during a Grand Tour maybe, or I mean the Spring Classics?
Yeah, I think Gent-Wevelgem can be a nice race for me.
Sure.
But also I hope to be at the World Championships this year, and yeah, we will see.
We'll turn that shirt into a rainbow shirt. Who knows? I'm sure you'll get a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for this sprint team of SAZ. Yes. Thank you, and best of luck. Of course, last year it was a very successful season. It seemed that everything turned out fine. Okay, sometimes there were some hiccups, and that includes also the preparations of this presentation. Watch this.
And apply quickly to become the newest. Come on!
So if you lose me, I'm somewhere on the road. You will find me.
Think first or act first?
Think. No, act.
Do you hear me or not? No.
Can you tell me what was the plan of your team?
I don't know. Actually, really, I don't know if I can tell. I asked my friend, hey Chantal, can we tell what was our plan or don't we do this?
We can always tell our plan.
Chantal.
Ja, can we say?
Yeah.
En die zit wat te doen. Die zit niks in. It's an empty one.
No.
No, I don't want to.
So it's also a go.
Oh!
I can't go to put it. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Met haakjes staan ze toch niet op de eerste pagina hoeven.
Hold it! Oh.
Maybe in the same moment. It's difficult, but I'm yeah, of course.
What's the feeling?
They see me trolling, they hate it.
What? It's not like we did this race already 50 times.
Je pols moet goed.
Dat werkt ook heel makkelijk.
Gelukkig kan je weer fietsen.
Kom aan.
Yay!
Oh gosh.
That is so good, always funny to see those pictures from training camp. Now we are back here at the wonderful KMSK Museum in Antwerp, and this is the famous Rubens Hall, of course, from the famous artist Rubens. And speaking of artists, he was a former artist, of course, in the mud and in the roads as well. Lars Boom as a team manager as well for Team As It Works. Lars, if we look at these pictures, are you somewhat of an art lover actually?
Yeah, since the last few years that I stopped, I visited numerous of museums and stuff
really?
like this. Yeah, because I like it. This is a little bit older, but I like a little bit more modern stuff. But it's really cool to be here and to see all those really big pieces.
Exactly, because this is the ancient art, but of course the museum also has a modern art facility as well. Because during your career, do you actually at some point have the time to discover a museum whenever you are on the roads, or is that impossible?
No, normally that's impossible because you travel from point to point, from hotel to hotel, and you live from your suitcase. And yeah, if you ride around on the bike, of course, you have a look around in the beautiful landscapes and scenery where you come. But yeah, stuff like this you don't get to see because as a cyclist you don't want to walk too much and save your legs for the races and training.
Yes. How was last year?
I think it was really
a good year.
It was a really good year. I think we had big victories. We were always there with the team. Of course, there's always stuff to improve, but I think overall we won a lot of big races and we should be happy.
Yeah, and we know, of course, you are the cyclocross specialist with Blanca Vaz and Marie Schreiber now within the team. Yeah. That's very good for them, but you do a lot more than that, right? It's more than cyclocross only.
Yeah, of course, I do also the road racing together with Dani and Anna. We split the whole season, and I was also a road racer, of course. So try to tell the girls my experience in cycling, and it works quite well, I think.
Yes. Now this is a team with a lot of stars, of course, the #1 team. Yeah. But you're always also here to develop new talents, right? Because you have some great talents within the team this year as well.
Yeah, this year as well. I think also in the past. Now I think Nifisha Black and Anna Shepley are going in their 3rd year. So yeah, we're always looking for young riders and to try to get them in the team and then to develop them in strong riders and make them ready for the future. And now with Blanca Vaz we were doing that, and we just signed Marie Schreiber, really good cyclocross rider, and I think she's only 19 years old and yeah, also a big potential, I think.
Big future ahead. And also some Dutch talents, of course, coming from the Park Hotel Valkenburg team. A lot of big talents like Lorena within the team, or Demi coming from there as well. Mm-hmm. Is there a big potential in the Netherlands you see after, maybe in the future, after Annemiek van Vleuten, after Anna van der Breggen and Marianne Vos? Because there is a time when even they all have to stop.
They go away, yeah, for sure. I think, of course, there are some girls coming. I think with Lorena, she's already a big champion, but she's still really young. Yeah. And the same with Demi, but with women it's always difficult because they start really young and they usually have to build the first 2-3 years in the pro season. So that's why we're always looking for good potentials and try to develop them in strong riders. And I think we have some good riders coming up.
When are you happy if we talk each other at this same point in a year?
If we have a season like last year, it would be really great. I think for my personal goal, I would like to add Paris-Roubaix with one of our riders. Would be nice.
That was your dream as well as a rider, and then now you're going to win it maybe as a coach. Thank you very much. Speaking about talents, some talents over there, looking at the art of Rubens, of course. Misha and Femke are there. Hello, ladies. Good to see you. You're enjoying the art?
Yeah, for sure.
Why this one? Well, why this Rubens painting? What's so special about this one? What did you recognize, Femke?
No, not recognize. We were talking about the light and the colors. It's like, it's so real.
And the first thing that Femke said that she liked the horse because it reminded her of the horse she had back home when she was a kid.
That's wonderful. And imagine this is maybe 400 years old. Can you imagine? That is.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is incredible.
You can see how much time they spent with this and the size. It's really insane.
Yes, specifically. Talking about time spending, how was your time at training camp at first? How was it, Misha? Was it good?
Yeah, it was really good. It was. It's a really nice team, and it's already we feel so welcome here, and it really feels already like a family and like a second home. That's super nice that it happened so fast already.
That is super nice because you both came from the Park Hotel Valkenburg team. I already spoke with Lars about that. Lorena came from there. Demi came from there. That's a good step, right? From the talents from that team to the #1 team, I guess.
Yeah, it really is. It's also a team who's really like a family, and we're trying to push ourselves. But here in the team, there are more like old, experienced riders, and you can feel like you can push yourself like further here.
Which is really good. What will be your role then in the upcoming season?
I just want to learn in the first season like a lot, and I want to learn to do a perfect lead out, and I want to enjoy the Spring Classic. I really like them, so I hope we can ride as a team and make each other stronger, and I think that's also the main goal of our team.
Make each other stronger?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She said it right? Did she?
Yeah, for sure. And I think, like Femke said, because there's so many more older and experienced riders here, that's for both of us, and that's the nice thing that there are these superstars that we can learn from. And for me personally, I really hope to learn in this team how I can ride really good finals, and then in the future, hopefully, also play a bigger part in those finals. And I think this is the best team to learn how to win together as a team, and
like
really
techniques and
tactical, and really and you already feel in training camp, really motivating each other and really supporting each other, so that's super nice.
I sense the energy. What are you looking forward to the most then, the upcoming season, if you have to pick one thing right now?
Yeah, the Spring Classics.
Spring Classics.
Also.
Yeah, for me too, but I also really like to go to UAE because it's the first competition with the team.
Yeah.
And we have like 3 sprints with Lorena, and I think that's
really good.
That's going to be really interesting. The sprint team within the team. Best of luck to you, ladies, and then enjoy the museum, of course. Speaking about the future or the near future, I know where they're looking forward to. That's probably the Cyclocross World Championships in Hogerheide with Marie Schreiber and Blanca Vaz. I was thinking you must be looking forward to the World Champs in Hogerheide, which is on home soil a little bit. It's just on the border of the Belgium and the Netherlands, where exactly Team As They Works belongs, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think we're both really looking forward to it. Blanca racing in Elite, me racing in under 23. We both have had good results the last years, last races as well. So I think we can be confident going into the race and hope for a good result.
Yes. How do you feel about those worlds? Is that a thrilling point of your year?
Yes. I was sick the last week, but I think I still have some time to prepare for the Worlds. I will travel to Spain after the team presentation and
the final preparations over there. And it would be fantastic if you have a wonderful result, of course, in Hogerheide with Team As They Works. Marie, why did you choose to be part of this team? Because you're the newest in the team, right?
Well, for me it was important to get a road season because I never had it before, and I think there's no better team to do this than here. So many experienced riders, so I can learn a lot, and for me this is what it's all about in the first year. because I don't have any experience and I just want to learn to progress and see how far I can go. So that's the goal for the first few years, and then also like keep the cyclocross going in the winter. So I think I'm in good hands in this team, and I'm really looking forward to the season.
I bet you are in good hands with Blanca next to you, of course, with Lars Boom as a coach with such a huge experience in the cyclocross. Blanca, for you as well, you're already looking a little bit forward to the 2024 season as well, right? With the Paris Olympics. You want to go for the mountain biking over there, right?
Yes, it's really a goal for me to start on the Olympics in mountain bike, because on the last Olympic was a really nice experience for me, and it's always special to race on the Olympics.
It must be very special. Thank you very much. Wishing you the best of luck in the upcoming season, and enjoy the art over here in Antwerp. And speaking about Paris, Paris, of course, where last year the Tour de France Femmes started with the victory of Lorena Wiebes, you remember? She wore the yellow jersey. And this is exactly why Team As They Works decided, let's make a documentary, because this will be historic. And indeed, it was an historical edition, especially for this team.
Goed, welkom.
Ja, dankjewel. Ik ben ook benieuwd. De eerste Tour de France, dus dat is altijd heel bijzonders. Maar eigenlijk toen ik daar was, toen besefte ik pas echt wat het met.
You ready? Yeah. Here we go.
Je voelt dat eigenlijk als je de filmpjes moet opnemen en presentatie en alles wat erbij komt kijken, dan van oh, dit is echt wel.
Ja, het is wel leuk natuurlijk. Dat is natuurlijk hartstikke goed voor het vrouwenwielrennen. Dat we net een beetje dat glas krijgen wat we ook verdienen. En ja, dat maakt het wel bijzonder.
Alles eerst, ik net zoals bij de ballen een beetje.
Kun je niet wakker van moeten verwachten wat er veel ballen gaan komen? Maar ik denk wel dat er een grote opkomst gaat zijn voor deze wedstrijd.
Dat een wedstrijd is die heel veel geschiedenis.
Here we go. Yeah.
Ik hoop dat je gewoon een hele mooie geschiedenis zal mogen krijgen.
My 13th season, so I've been in the women's pillar many years now, and you know, as I've been in big steps, but this is really a step. Hello.
It was like a dream moment, really, because for years, you know, I've been watching the men racing the dance and watching them race around Lycée, and just hoping that one day we could have a women's Tour de France.
Here we go. Yeah.
Sowieso was dit gewoon een stap die echt gemaakt, denk ik. En bij heel veel mensen is het nu groter geworden en heel veel mensen erover spreken.
I think it's the first, we are on a new step and a direction that goes to very big and big cool.
For super interesting behind the scenes from the Tour de France Femmes, and it will be broadcasted by Amazon Netherlands in the March 15th and in Belgium April 17th on Canvas. Now I'm joined in the library back again with the world champion under 23, very welcome, Niamh Fisher-Black, with Anna Shackley, with Demi Volling and with Anna van der Breggen. Anna, did you like it, being followed by the cameras all day during the Tour de France? I can see your face.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, I loved it, right?
No, of course you're busy, so you don't always notice, but I think in the end, when you watch the documentary, it's nice.
Why is it nice, do you think? I mean, it was a historical Tour de France Femmes.
Yeah, this is a big part of that, and also that people can watch it. Like normally, I mean, we've raced for years already, but to have a big race like this, the Tour de France, I mean, it's everybody knows Tour de France, and now it's for us also. And if you have it from inside, it's even more. Yeah.
Have you already seen it completely?
I have seen parts of it. Yeah.
And were there some parts where you said, "Oh God, Anna, what did I say there? What did I do?"
Always, but that's what I always have when I hear myself back. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Even after all these years of experience.
Yeah, I normally don't watch it back, but if you have. I mean, if you have something like this, it's really cool to see it, and also everybody from the team is in it, and you're really in the moment in the race. Yeah. So that's nice to watch back.
Which is pretty cool for us as fans as well to have a look behind the scenes. How did you like that, Demi, with those cameras? Were you always aware that these cameras were there?
No, most of the time not.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, we were followed also one day at home and a few days on altitude camp. So yeah, then it was a bit different, of course, because yeah, they ask questions and that kind of things. But during the Tour de France, we never really noticed, I think.
So there were no moments where you said, okay, not now, please. I'm not really in a good shape to be on camera.
Probably there are some moments, but then I probably didn't think about the cameras, I don't know. Or
good.
that it was like a moment and then you later think, oh shit, the cameras were on. Maybe that like that, but not that, yeah, I don't know.
That's okay then. Anna, how difficult was it for you? I mean, first you're not riding, and then you have the Tour de France farm. Of course you knew that, so you were prepared and you were in the car. But is that... Was there something special for you, riding in the car instead of being on the bike? Wouldn't you rather be on a bike?
Yeah. No, actually not. I mean, it's something really special that race is there. And also for me, I mean, I'm not riding it myself anymore, but that's a decision. And that's not because of one race. For me, I really enjoyed being in the car and being able to do the Tour de France now with Team SD-Worx. For me, that's possible, means a lot.
And was it bigger than any race you've ever done before? Because you've won everything there is to win, but this was, of course, also new for you.
Yeah, no, the race is not bigger. The race is like the girls are used to. And
but the media attention?
The media attention was way bigger, yeah. It's something now, it was big in the news, like women are also racing. Yeah, we know that.
Wow, women are also racing, yeah.
People can watch it. And that's the same with the documentary, even from the inside. Like, how do we do it, really? And that's something new. That's bigger than ever before.
And did that in any way affect also, from a sporting perspective, the riders? Because there's more media attention, there's more pressure maybe on your shoulders, everyone's watching.
Yeah, well, like Demi said, she don't notice that the cameras are there. So that's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, there goes a lot of work in preparation. I mean, she did interviews, all the girls did interviews before the race. If you see the day before, they do a lot of interviews. It's all around. It's bigger than a normal race, yeah.
It is. Demi, how do you look back on that Tour de France? I mean, you must be happy, satisfied?
Yeah. I mean, it was a really good race for me and for the team. I think I was there in my best form I could be. And yeah, I think I did also the best result I could do in that moment, so I'm really proud of that moment.
Yeah, so do you have that shirt somewhere now in your living room?
Yes, yeah. By my parents at home there is hanging one, and also at my home in Switzerland.
Yeah, which is of course pretty cool, wearing that jersey, and many people say this is the best jersey you can win. Of course it's about yellow, we all know that, but the polka dot jersey, that's something special.
Yeah, it's a really nice one.
Yeah, is that your main goal then, the Tour de France next year, if you look at the season coming up?
Yeah, for sure, Tour de France is again a big goal for me, and yeah, of course I want to do even better as last year. And
winning.
Yeah, that would be great, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think coming year is also a bit different Tour de France, but I will do all my best to be in the best ever possible shape there. So
yeah, if you are in best possible shape, what is there needed to win it this time, and to beat, for instance, Annemiek van Vleuten, who was, of course, the last few years the big favorite in all races, together with Anna, and maybe is a big favorite again next year.
Yeah, for me it means that I just need to continue what I'm doing, training a lot, and yeah, keep the hard work going. And
are you progressing? Do you feel that?
Yeah, I see progress. Also, Anna is now my trainer. So yeah, we do really good, I think. And I started now earlier than ever on my bike, and also really serious already in December, and also end of November already. So I think yeah, I think I progress already a lot, and yeah, I think I can also still grow a lot. So
in what way can she grow and progress still more, Anna?
I think she can get a lot stronger than she is now, and she's already discovering that, and I think that part takes time. But to find out how strong you are takes time sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's the first step. Also mental, it's, yeah, like if you are the big star of a big race, it's difficult then also to put it in the race. So she showed already really well last year that she is able to do that.
Yes.
And that's a big part of that.
Yeah. Tell me something about the development of these two. I mean, we have a world champion under 23 here, number 5 in the Giro. Anna is really a big thing coming up. And we'll see you in the Spring Classics maybe, or in the Grand Tour. So what do you think of the development of these two?
Yeah, well, Anna and Neve are...
Funny, she's laughing now.
Yeah. Are a really big, important part of the team, especially in climbing races, of course.
Yeah.
Not yet in results, sometimes some good results, but not really visible like Demi. But if you see the progress from last year's, it's really impressive. So that's something, hopefully next year will go on. And if you see, for example, Neve is now under 23 world champion. That's only a small thing. I think we can go for the big races. Wow. And they progress really well in every way.
Did you hear that? She calls that a small thing, a world championship. What's that? Is that a small thing? It was a huge thing probably for you at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's no small thing. Well, it doesn't feel like a small thing, but
of course we know how she meant it.
But yeah, I also understand what Anna is saying. I mean, it's in the big picture. I think if I look in terms of longevity and into my career, then I think it's only just the beginning.
That's very promising. And how cool was it? I mean, it was, of course, in Australia, really close to home for you. I mean, for us as Europeans, New Zealand, Australia, that's all the same, almost. I mean, how big of a thing was that? Because it was during the women's race, and everyone was focusing, maybe the media, on Annemiek van Vleuten's win. But then, in that race, you won that rainbow jersey as well.
Yeah, of course, it was maybe a strange situation last year in terms of how it was raced, but it was the first year that the UCI has introduced that category. Mm-hmm. So it was still, I think, very important for women's cycling and a very special thing to win. Of course, rainbow bands. In terms of the race, I raced it like any other race, and I think anyone in the race would have done the same thing. It's a race within the race. Mm-hmm. And there's still the goal to get the line first. So I still raced it the same. Obviously it was really cool how it paid off at the end of the day that I could stand on that podium with rainbow bands. It's just, I think it's just a testament to how I raced in my performance. So I am not against it.
And probably not. And it's a dream come true, becoming a world champion, I guess. But of course, you're an elite rider, so you can't wear the jersey. But is it on your bike somewhere, or can we see just a little memory of that world championship?
I have a nice treat from Specialized, a nice special bike that I can train on at home. And in
rainbow colors.
Yes, and I have a nice rainbow jersey from the team, which that can hang on the wall. As something special.
It is something special. How was your year like, Anna? I mean, progressing. That's what Anna said.
Yeah, no, I felt like especially the last section of last year, I felt like I really was progressing, and surprised myself with a few better results, mm-hmm. which was nice. But I felt also a lot more comfortable in the team, and felt like, things were going well. You felt helping more and being more at the front of the race was a nice feeling.
Because it costs some time to adapt to the level of being a number one team. Obviously, you're very young as well, so you need to get to learn and to handle pressure.
Yeah, because last year was only my second year racing as a team, basically. Second year pro, so I think it's all a lot to learn. It doesn't just come in over one night. So
What are you looking forward to the most in next season? I mean, besides developing even more and doing better than last season?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing the team win even more than they did last year, and maybe being even more of a help in those results. And maybe if I have the opportunity and I can, you always want to win something. That's quite nice as well. Yeah,
and do you know then, is there something highlighted where you say, this might be my day, or that will be a big goal on my agenda?
Not really. I haven't really looked at a race specifically thinking I could win it, but take every race as it comes, see where it goes.
That's good. That's good, and yeah, you should, especially at your age. Well, what's your highlight of the season? Next season, we'll be seeing you in the Giro d'Italia again. You turned 5th, so there's a little space for progression.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, if I think back to the last 2 years with the team, I really feel a huge difference from the beginning of this year, from when I first started the team. Just, yeah, not only by my performance on the bike, but also my confidence in the racing and in the team and as a person myself. So I think really I have different ambitions this year, maybe change just because of how things feel different. But yeah, for sure the Giro was a boost of confidence last year, so I hope I can better that this year. Whether, and what tour it will be, I am not sure. The Vuelta maybe also is a nice goal, but yeah, for sure I hope to get a better result this year.
Very cool. Wishing you the best of luck. So to all of you, when will we see you, Demi, at first in this season? I mean, you have also Spring Classic goals, I guess? For Gold Race?
I hope Nieuwsblad already, and then of course I always really liked the 3
the Ardennes.
classics. Yeah. So Amstel and Fletcher and Liège. So I hope we can show ourselves there already.
Yeah, we are looking very much forward to that. Best of luck to all of you. Thank you so much, Anna, for joining us as well. So we almost met everyone in this team, but not specifically everyone. So let's meet the complete team of Team As It Works.
Meet Worx, the world's best women's team on the UCI ranking. We have been in women's cycling for more than a decade, set the benchmark again and again. It took us years to handpick the cycling talent from all over the world, each with their own skill set, and build them into a cycling house. Overcoming challenges and by not letting anyone we push the limits time after time. Our team atmosphere unlike any others. It's by our will to succeed and to do it together, one family. We excel by welding all athletes into an unbreakable team. Writing can't be done alone. Our site guided by experienced coaches and motivators. We are backed by the support of our engaged sponsors and our family. Together, we set things in motion. We are the world's #1 team. We are even more hungry than ever. Spark success.
Yes, back in the library, final round to meet the last few riders of this Team As It Works with Chantal van der Broek-Blaak. How does that feel, not wearing the race kit today, Chantal?
For today it feels great to not wear a race kit. But yeah, it's strange, but yeah, it's for a good goal.
Yeah, it's a very good cause. If everyone doesn't know, which is very unlikely, but of course you're expecting a baby in the end of May?
Yeah, by the end of May, yeah.
How do you feel?
I'm feeling pretty good, I think. Well, it's hard.
You think you feel good?
Yeah, you know, I think as an athlete, I don't feel great. Because you cannot compare yourself as an athlete. But for a normal woman, I think I feel pretty good.
For a normal woman, you really look really good. So I'm glad that you're here with us today. And you will stay with the team as well, of course, during this year, although you will not be riding.
No, I try to stay involved. I was already with the team in December in America. I've been in the December camp, and last week I also was a few days in Spain. And I hope to stay involved as long as possible. But of course, when it comes by the end, it's getting harder. And also when the baby is there, I will stay out for a few months.
And you must, pay attention to that baby and enjoy it, especially, of course, with you and your husband. Christine, 10th season, congratulations, a decade with this team. You've done it.
Yeah, where's the cake?
Where's the cake? Exactly, where is that? 10 years with this team, you saw all the development. You also already said it, the last 7 years, 6 times being the #1 team. But you saw it developing, right? What can you tell us about that development? What did you see? And specifically maybe the culture of this team?
Yeah, it's quite interesting to see how everything developed, also quite fast, also linked to how women's cycling developed, actually. Everything became more professional. When I started, it was a nice project of trying to become the best team in the world, and that was very quick done, actually.
Yeah.
And then the goal changed to staying #1. That was hard work, also because all the other teams stepped up, and it never got easier, but we always kind of made it happen, and that's a great achievement, I think. For us, it's becoming more professional every year, like paying attention to more the details. What our strength is, I think, is that the base of the team actually always stays a little bit the same. So that's the family part, and then Danny brings in always good additions to make the team stronger and a little bit different from year to year, but still a little bit the same. That worked out pretty well over the last 10 years. Also, that SD Worx stepped in as a bigger sponsor. It's also good to have that kind of sponsors in women's cycling now to help young girls develop as well.
Yeah, how important is it to have someone who knows this team really well from the beginning till where we stand right now after 10 years, Danny?
I think nobody knows how important Christine is in this development from the team. I think if you can stay 10 years in the same team and 10 years you do such a job like Christine is doing, then I think everybody knows a little bit how good rider and good person she is.
Yeah.
And it's nice what she says that every year we want to be the #1, but that is also not possible without riders like Christine, and that is I think a big compliment for her as rider and as person. Christine, thank you for that, first overall. So
and you can sign your contract over here.
I just want to say, I hope we can go another 5 years, but I'm not sure if you want to do that.
That's a good question, actually. Yes, Chantal. How do you look into that future, maybe after 10 years?
Yeah, I think it's also good to choose your moment where to stop. Actually, I think I had until now a pretty nice career, and I try to keep my level and do the best for the team. I still have a little personal goal to make Paris Olympics 2024, which is just next to me. So that would be nice to finish my career on those Olympics, and I think then I gave enough to the cycling world.
You did. So we're glad that you're at least 1.5 years, 2 years with us, and that's great.
I think everybody also need to know, we always speak about the winners, but it's never possible without riders like Christine.
Helping winners,
and
contributing.
What we said before, she's one of the most important keys to get your victories done.
Yes. You have that?
Thanks.
That's good.
That's better than cake.
That's better than cake. That's so much worth. You're so true. Lotte, how did life change after last season? I mean, is there anything bigger than winning what you've won?
Well, life changed, but also not so much. It's really nice to set goals in the beginning of the season and also achieve them. 2022 was for me an amazing season, and I also yeah, I'm sure that joining Team SD Worx has been one of the key factors in those victories.
And can you enjoy big victories like that? Do you have the time for that, or do you say to yourself, okay, let's enjoy this one?
Well, for me it's pretty hard to enjoy certain moments, but yeah, I'm starting to realize that it's actually very important to to sometimes just stand still with a very big victory and enjoy it.
And how come you can't? Because the schedule is so busy, you keep on going and going.
Yeah,
and today you win, and tomorrow you have to ride again.
Yeah, it's very busy, and I have a lot of goals. So when one's done, I want to go for the other one. So,
which is good. Tell me about your goals this season. Are they any different than last season?
Well, yeah, for next season, we have a bit of a different team, and yeah. For me, the classics are super important.
Like Flanders again, like Paris-Roubaix?
Yeah, Flanders is very important, but I won it last year, so it would be really nice to try.
Who cares about Flanders anyway? Yeah?
No, if I can win it, I will try it. But I would mean, for next year, the goal is really Paris-Roubaix, which is a race I really love to race and to win. So, I think we have a very strong team for also this race.
Yeah. Did your sporting career change a little bit, or the preparation on this season because of the coming of Lorena Wiebes, who's, I mean, from the outside you would say maybe she is a competitor?
Well, she's not anymore. She's
not
my
anymore.
teammate, so no, I think.
But individually, yes.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's very good for the team to have Lorena. She is the fastest woman on two wheels, so I also know that, and I think I'm more a classic rider than really like this pure sprinter as Lorena is. So I think we can make a team where we both can do our own things, and I think Lorena can be a very valuable asset to the team.
Yeah, and you said earlier that the spirit is so good, right, in this team, which is for you really important. When you want to have success, you need that vibrant spirit in the team, the fun part.
Yeah, it's true. You just go with the flow.
And you just go with the flow. What will be your role, Chantal, then, in this season? Helping, or you want to be with there together? Why are you laughing? I'm missing something.
We have a new slogan in the team.
Go with the flow?
No, flow with the go.
Did you say flow with the go? I didn't even hear that.
She did.
Wow, congratulations. Very good.
Yeah.
And now, what is your role then in this season?
Yeah, of course I'm not racing next year.
Yeah.
But like I said, I try to stay involved as good as possible.
Coaching?
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, that's actually a role from me already. I try to help the young riders a little bit, and it's not that I'm there all the time, but sometimes it's nice for them to have a bit extra contact, and that I can share my experience. Because when you're riding your bike, it's not always that easy to help others. Of course you try, and it's also in my character to help everybody and to try, but when you're focused on yourself, you kind of forget the rest around you. So now I have all the time, and I really like to do this stuff, so I try to help as good as possible.
And then you start riding again maybe in 2024 if everything turns out well, and then after that maybe, I mean, that was the plan, right? Initially you join Danny and Anna in the car, and Lars.
Yeah, I really hope I can join the team in December with the training camp.
Yeah.
And of course, everything needs to go well, but I think it's a realistic goal. And then I hope to race good next year, but the way back is long, I think.
Yeah, you're going to miss her in the peloton, right, Danny?
Yeah, well, not in the peloton, in the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely we're going to miss her. That's for sure. But it's also good that you know that, we can always count on her knowledge.
Yeah. Final words to wrap it up. What are you looking forward to the most? And at what point in a year would you say that was a great season?
It's a mean question always, eh? Yeah, I mean, you see that the peloton is getting stronger and developing more. But I'm pretty sure with this team that we can, get a lot of wins. I don't want to put a number on it. We did, but we don't tell it. And I think, yeah, we will be happy when we are next year still #1.
That will be fantastic and phenomenal. Being #1 is one thing. Staying #1, that's a different ballgame. Thank you very much. Best of luck to all of you. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, in the library. And please, let's welcome once more, or just stay with us, once more, the team. And go stand with them. Lonneke, Lorena, Elena, join us. Demi, come with them as well. Femke, Misha is there. Anna, Niamh, and Barbara. Ladies and gentlemen, once more, a round of applause for Team As It Works 2023. And thank you so much for watching this team presentation. We hope to see you somewhere alongside the roads when these women are riding the #1 team in the world, Team As It Works. Thank you all for watching, and for now, bye-bye and have a great night.